You've just purchased City Skylines and are now looking for which expansion to get. Or you have all the expansions and are just looking for someone to argue about which one is the best. In no particular order, my top 5 DLCs are After Dark, Snowfall, Mass Transit, Parklife, and Plazas and Promenades. Now let's go into why each one is in this list. After Dark. Obviously, not only does it introduce the day and night cycle to the game, but how the game is lit, like a whole new lighting to the game. We'll go more into that in just a few moments, but it also offers taxis, which I love in this game because of these taxi stands right here, which I usually use as bus stops. After Dark also introduced bicycles and everything that comes along with it. We're talking roads with bicycle lanes, we're talking the bikes themselves, the bike mechanics, we're talking bike paths, and of course also the roads with bus lanes were also introduced in After Dark. As well as more unique buildings. We have new parks in the form of these fishing piers, jet ski rentals, we have a beach volleyball court, we have the skate park. All great stuff, adds more variety to your city. And of course, let's not forget that After Dark also brought the leisure specialization with new growables. We have pubs, we have gyms, we have fried chicken eatery, and also the tourism specialization with hotels that spawn in and pretty cool nightlife stuff. Now, as I said, After Dark didn't just bring in the day and night cycle, but also a whole new lighting to the game. The base game lighting wasn't as orangey tinted as it is now, which is why we have a Daylight Classic mod, which can revert back to the original game light settings. Most of the assets created After Dark DLC were created with the After Dark DLC in mind and intended to look like they do with the After Dark DLC enabled. So if you're on PC, if you plan to use mods, or better say use a lot of assets, I would highly recommend to get After Dark DLC before anything else, just so you can have or you can achieve that same look or the look that was intended by the asset creator. And that is why After Dark is in this list, not my top DLC, but it's in this list of my top 5 DLCs. And now let's go to Snowfall, and here I'm already showing you why this is one of my top 5 DLCs. With Snowfall, we got the trams. Yes, you would think it is in Mass Transit, but no, trams come with Snowfall DLC. We have new winter maps, new winter parks, which can obviously only be placed in the winter maps, landmark buildings, Snowfall in the game, winter props. This DLC is amazing. Although I don't really use the winter maps or build on the winter maps, I just love it so much because of the trams. Now, Mass Transit. Mass Transit is a big one. We have so much stuff. We got ferries, we got monorails, cable cars, which are amazing. We have blimps, we have Mass Transit Hub. It is such an amazing DLC. There's so much stuff. New roads. We got the asymmetrical road with Mass Transit DLC. We got new highway roads. This DLC is really amazing because I just feel it offers so much to the vanilla game. This is amazing for console players or for PC players that do not want to dive deep into mods and assets. And I just feel like this DLC brings so much to the table in form of public transit, which I think is really amazing. And since this is a vital feature in City Skylines, to have a functioning city in terms of getting people out of their cars, off of the road, I feel like this is one of the must-have DLCs ever, period. And on to Parklife, probably my most favorite DLC. This one offers a ton. We have the option to create amazing parks, custom parks, in our city. You have the city park, amusement park, a zoo, a nature reserve. Everything can be built here. We got new props. We have one of the best features, in my opinion, is that trees will actually shield some noise. So if you have a noisy part in town, you can shield some of that with the amazing trees that are in the game. So not just the amazing parks that we can build in our cities, but also the features like the shielding noise with trees, but also the cinematic camera function came with Parklife, which I think is really great. This includes new buildings, obviously, that you can use throughout your city in your parks. You can place these parks on roads as well, which is great, so you don't have to put them in park areas, which I think is really, really amazing. We got new unique buildings, and one of my personal favorites, hot air balloons, which I think are really great, but also the amazing walking tours come with Parklife DLC, or the tour in general. The hot air balloon tours and the walking tours as well came with Parklife, which I think are great to make, you know, any area where there's nothing that your citizens will technically visit populated with people. Really amazing. Okie dokie, on to the final DLC in my top 5 list, and probably my most favorite. I know I said that about Parklife just now, but I think I have to say that Plazas and Promenades is my absolute favorite DLC. We get these amazing pedestrian areas, great stuff, great additions to any existing city. Not just these cool wall-to-wall zoned buildings, but also the pedestrian roads, the entire pedestrian areas with the service building. Look at the beautiful sandstone roads, the bluestone, the cobblestone road. Everything is looking really good. Bonus, if you have the mass transit DLC and the plazas and promenades, what I like to do is simply add a bus road with the pedestrian road, or a bus lane with the pedestrian road. That way, I make sure that no other vehicles besides the buses drive through. We don't really have an only bus road. Even if you were to add a bus road, there is usually always an extra lane for vehicles. So yeah, you could use the express ramp. Not sure if how that would work. It's the highway with only bus. But in order to get the only bus road with only buses and service vehicles, you would have to use one of the pedestrian roads. That's why I love this so much. Just in general, just look at the visuals, the colorful housing, the areas, the liveliness of these pedestrian areas, and look at the bollards going up and down for the service vehicles, or going down and up. There we go. Look at that. There, bollards. Look at this feature, and just some more. Yep. And just a ton of props from the plazas and promenades, all of the parks, and these props, the benches, the sculptures. You even can put down the bollards if you want to, so you can create your own, like, area from, well, if you make it nicer, you could, from vehicles entering. It's like, oh my god, I love this so much. Look at all the tiles. Plazas and Promenades is, yeah, that has got to be my favorite DLC because of the pedestrian roads, mainly the features, how the wall-to-wall zoning looks. I mean, just look at the buildings. Oh my god. And the parks, the over the roads, roofs, small glass roof plaza. These go over top the roads, which is amazing in my opinion. Looking super great. Loving this DLC. Adds a lot to your game. Again, if you're a console player or you're on PC, but you just want to play vanilla because you don't want to dive into mods and asset, or you can't because your machine can't handle it, Plazas and Promenades, in my opinion, a must-have DLC. Comment down below with your absolute favorite DLC. Also, feel free to argue with me about which one is the best. And also, once again, I want to give a quick but huge shout outs to my YouTube members and patron supporters. We have Serhi, Astro, V1 Rotate V2, John Penner, Sean Mzamfa, and Jukaboa. Thank you so much for the support, gang. I really appreciate it. Also, for everyone out there that enjoys interacting on Discord, I just finished setting up a brand new Discord server. Everything regarding City Skylines, the link is in the description below.